So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jet sweep to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Once more, Adams on first down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 42 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
There on the stop with Leo Chanel. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And a quick throw here that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jones throwing to start the drive. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Howard. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So at 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. A handoff, Adams running left. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Do this. Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that'll keep this a one-point game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. From just shy of midfield, Jones back to Gibson, and another catch for it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start this second.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
To throw again on second down. Jones. This one left side caught by Gibson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Daniel Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Howard throwing on third and long. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
To throw again, Jones. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Jones throwing on 1st down.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run again with Adams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tony Pollard, 15 yards.
And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, all this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A run up the middle, Adams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Howard now on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of 1st at the 32. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Adams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense with 2 shots left to get the 1st. You can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Howard looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not.
Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage. And
into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to swell the lead to 6. Sanders' kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Operating from the gun. Howard caught on the right side by Adams. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, this is Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Adams on the draw, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here's Jones.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First,
to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And Rodgers has it over on the right side.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you...
And you open within the division, you knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Chiefs, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.